We're gonna start now.
And we're seconds away from getting underway from Beverly Middle School, just south of Kiel and Shepherd. The Asante Elite U13 and the Greyhawks of Cherry Beach Greyhawks U13s meet today. The Asante Elite has a mixed lineup of the roster has 9 U13s and 9 U12s. Actually, I should correct myself. 8 U12s and 1 U11 in presence for this match.
But who's counting?
But who's counting? That's right. Let's take a look at that starting lineup. We have, is that Ethan? He's back?
He's back.
He's back. We have Ethan there. We have Nathan, Nico, and all the way at the other end. Is that Mehdi?
That's Mr. Mehdi. Yes,
it is Mehdi, Giancarlo, and Oscar, and the holding mid positions. And in the defense, we have the right back position, Jermaine, Papa, and Alejandro is here as well with his usual left back position. Javi playing central defender again. And William, the goalie, he's had some success this season. Just coming off a shutout, Chris, that 1-0 win for the U12s.
That's correct. Yes.
It was a well-contested match. And hello to you, Chris.
Hello, Eric. Thank you for joining us, Asante Nation soccer fans, everybody watching. We appreciate all the love and support. Happy that you're with us. And Eric, good to see you too, my friend.
And we're starting a little bit ahead of schedule. And there is a
about 10 minutes starting
warning. So we believe that that may happen at some point this evening. Hopefully not during this match. We are underway. The Greyhawks move the ball around first. Here's number 15 for them. Intercepted by Oscar, making a move. Ethan, the pass to Nathan, a good one. Wanted to return it to Ethan. Oscar is there to pick that up. A little bit too far. Nathan gave him some chase. He moves around 2 guys. Here's Nico to help out. Leaves it there at the top of the box for Oscar. He had 2 gray jerseys around him. Jermaine with Papa. And they start moving it around. Here is Alejandro right on the line to Mehdi. Mehdi loses possession. Oscar regains it. And the Hawks try to move it around. And there's Jermaine there to stop that attack on number 15. Still battling. A little push there. Now Oscar gets that free. Still in play. Referee now blows the whistle. It was a handball, and I was just waiting to see if he was going to call it. And he did call it. Papa will take care of this one. That was for Nathan. Finds Oscar. Oscar, there's Nico offside. The flag was raised. The idea was good, but the positioning was incorrect. Chris.
Yes, Nico. Again, I think we mentioned this last game. Refs are going to be tight on the offsides, especially considering the age group here of the U13s, the U12s. They kind of were given a couple of warnings last game. This game, they're going to be tight with it. So wingers, strikers need to watch their positioning going forward.
Here's number 6 for Cherry Beach. Oscar again. And he's been trying to find Nathan. And there's Coach Sal says, hey, lift up your head. Look around before you pass it. Nathan with 2 guys around him. 32 is one of them. He gets free. Number 9 taps it. Greyhawks don't want much trouble. So it's going to be the first throw in here for the Asante Elite. And Jermaine will be taking care of that one.
Hey! Alejandro, go!
Looking for Nathan. It's in the box. And the goalie makes his first touch. It was an awkward clearance. Oh. It's still in the box. There's Ethan. Oscar. See if somebody wants to take a shot here.
The box there.
They did not.
No.
Mehdi's going to have to rush back here. The instructions there from Coach Q.
Good challenge by Mehdi.
And there is Alejandro.
Alex
giving a little bit of gas here. And a good pass for Ethan. Again, the flag is raised offside.
the last U12 game that we had, Eric, our good friend, the Casio referee, was manning it all on his own, so he didn't have referees on his flanks to help him with the offsides. Here, you got two linesmen, so the offsides will be called that much more diligently for sure.
Called him correctly. The other team was unhappy with his refereeing. I don't know if they watched the wrong game or maybe they're in another planet. There were some errors made nonetheless, but I thought there was diving. There was, the tackle that was
in question was
couldn't be cleaner.
Yep.
Couldn't be cleaner, and of course, the replay obviously showed that. Greyhawks trying to create an attack here. They look a little disorganized, this Cherry Beach team, Chris.
Yeah, a little rough there. Could be jitters. Who knows? We're a couple games in, but
Oscar, short pass to Nico.
nice pass.
Nico thinking Nathan. Nathan has managed to get around a couple guys. He's still going. They should play with a goalie. He does not. And Coach Q wants Medi to get there quicker.
Quickly.
Alejandro will take the throw in.
It's our boy Alejandro.
There's Medi.
What's the over?
Pushed off the play. Oscar again. That's a name we're gonna be calling a lot. He's a guy who plays everywhere.
There we go.
Oscar!
Medi with Ethan. Ethan gets around the defender. Still in play. Medi putting the body there. It did go out. Oh boy. Hawks ball. No score thus far. Oscar with Ethan. They try to put it in the box. The goalie comes out for that.
Whoa. Not the best of clearances there by the goalie.
No, and Papa has control. Loses it. Jermaine has to help out. Jermaine now in control with Nico. Nico to Nathan. Nico falls. Nathan trying to get away from those two. Nathan steals the ball. Oscar is there as well. Nathan over now to Giancarlo. Ethan. The flag is raised
up.
again.
Buddy! Buddy! What's that line?
Coach Q reminding Manny that's our third offside call.
Buddy!
Early on in this game, 6 minutes in.
So the linesman is on his game. Here comes Alejandro with Medi. Medi intended a pass for Ethan. It was blocked.
Stop!
Ball goes out. It's going to be a throw-in for the Greyhawks.
Too easy!
And most of this game has been played so far in the Hawks half, but we're only 6 minutes in.
There's some
Good
thunder
battle
in the distance
there with Medi trying to get that free. There's just too many players in a short radius. Nathan,
Don't lose it!
let's see if Nico can keep it. He does. Doesn't have many options. Was not a great pass. The ball is still in and finally crosses out. Not the greatest clearance there. Jermaine will come in and take care of this throw-in.
Feet!
Right to the box. An opportunity for Ethan. Over the bar.
That was a golden
The first shot by the Asante Elite. Just over the bar.
Buddy!
That's the first knock on the door.
Doesn't get any clearer and better than that. Golden opportunity there for our boy Ethan, just putting it over the net.
It's good to see him back.
It is. It is.
Guy with a lot of stamina.
Good character kid too.
And that adds quite a bit to the attack. We definitely could have used him in New York. And it's another throw-in for Asante.
Let's see if he makes it to Montreal. Is it confirmed? He's good for Montreal?
I believe it's a no,
Oh.
Chris.
Oh,
Alejandro, short pass. Oscar onto his back, lost it. Oscar battles for it, trying to regain position. Oscar still battling it. Oscar has it.
That's for Oscar.
And here's Medi. Looks around. That's intercepted. Hawks come out with it. There's only 3 players against 5 orange shirts. Ball goes out. It's a throw in for the Hawks.
Pick up. Attack. You sit in the middle. Move to the right.
Coach Q wants Atan to move to the right. He is quite a bit in the middle. And another whistle.
Yellow card, ref. Papa early.
Did he show that card, Chris?
Yes, I believe so. That was a verbal. It's a verbal warning.
Well, we had a chat with the ref who
Defense.
accidentally went to the wrong field, but
Papa.
he was still here 20 minutes before the start of this game. That ball is way too far. Jermaine, the hopes are still alive. There's a shot.
Deflected.
Oh, there was a
Handball.
handball, and we're going to see a penalty shot here.
Pick up.
And that's why you got to kick it in the area, Chris,
Yes.
because things like that can occur.
Most definitely.
And is it going to be Jermaine? It is going to be Jermaine who's going to take this penalty kick.
Stay.
Let's see what he does with this, Jermaine.
Don't put in the hole.
Big responsibility for the U12 player, Jermaine. But he's got a lot of soccer kilometers at his young age.
Yes. He's got those city miles on him. Yes.
And he scores.
Golazo.
Asante has taken the early lead here at Beverly.
1-0 Asante Elite. 2010 U13s
Outside, get it covered.
over the CB Greyhawks. That's correct, right?
Cherry Beach
Cherry
Greyhawks,
Beach.
that's correct.
Yeah. What's that for? Go.
Hawks have a couple of players on the bench, but we've yet to see any substitutions.
This type of game, especially with an early league like this, Eric, Asante dominating possession, much of the possession early on, it's a good test for them to see how they build on this. Let's see what they do with this. See if they build up on that early lead that they have,
Well, and
or if
should
they allow
another
Cherry Beach to come back.
and should another goal be scored, it will give Coach Q an opportunity to test different options as well.
Most definitely.
The defense for Asante hasn't
Really been tested at all.
not yet.
Not yet.
Buddy.
Intercepted there by Alejandro. Papa. Oscar.
Eso.
With Nico.
Nice
Nathan has the ball free. He makes the short pass. And here is Javi.
The grass. Yeah, the grass.
Jermaine. Hawks now, 3 of them.
Awesome right there.
That ball may be too far on that right wing. Alejandro battling there. Coach Q not happy the way he cleared that ball. Javi impeccably, and he's
it fell from
pushed.
the back.
And that's one thing that Javi has been working on, and he's done them right, the tackles. But don't ask that purple team. According to them, a clean tackle is like, God forbid you tackle.
You should be suspended for life.
Wrong sport.
Yeah, I look back at that game numerous times, as have you, Eric, and it was all ball, good contact. The ref was right there, right in front of him. He didn't call it as well. Could have been just the heat of the moment.
It
especially
wasn't
for the
even
opposing team.
50-50. There's some plays where they're, oh, wow. That was pure ball. Anyhow, we won't discuss it anymore.
It's dead and buried. Yes.
Oh, there was another push there. Alejandro doesn't like it and says, oh. And he gave a yellow card there.
Good touch.
Mr. Papa's going to take this.
A little bit of temper here on the Cherry Beach. And they got to be careful as well, in the early going, getting these yellow cards.
Take your time. Nathan, make the run to the center. Let's go.
Papa playing it. There's Nathan. He missed it. Nico's there. Controls it. Makes a turn. Battling there. Nico's still with it. Still Nico finally comes out of play. It did hit Nico at the end, so it's a Greyhawks ball.
Another ball now.
Oh, just on the line. Referee disagrees with me.
Early, Nathan.
Advantage of
Jermaine quickly to Nathan.
Nathan, go.
Oh, Nico was it. Oh, no puede dar la espalda. That one.
Giancarlo.
Here's
Let's move.
Papa played it up there. Javi. Nico. And he got stung there. Jermaine booted it out, and it's a throw-in
Move it.
for the Hawks. 88 will take it.
Hey, I'm right on the line.
Ooh.
Forward.
Nico.
Forward.
Giancarlo
Stop.
kicked away by Javi. Nathan could win this one,
Yes, use that speed, Nathan.
Watch it.
and he has the moves as well. Made a pass.
Cross him.
And here's Oscar,
Simple. Simple.
number 99.
Go. Get to the ball. Leave the
Papa.
Good challenge.
ball in front of you and leave the ball.
Good challenge
the ball
by
in.
Papa.
It was the right play.
Get that garbage out of here. Here we go.
Jermaine was not there. And Asante does that well. They cover very well for
For one another on the back line, especially.
absolutely.
Yeah, good communication. You don't hear it much, but it's almost like they're on the same wavelength. They know what they're gonna do. They know when to cover, know when to pull back. Looks like they're gelling.
No rain as of yet. Let's keep it that way. And there was a push there. The linesman saw it, called it.
Good help by Javi too for Alejandro. Alejandro got pushed there initially.
There'll be a little bit of the frustration. 15 minutes in.
1-0 lead for the 2010 Asante Elite U13s versus the Cherry Beach Hawks Grain squad today. Live from Beverly Field.
Push going up. Hey, get ready. Giancarlo, that.
Giancarlo to get help from Javi. Nico with Oscar. To Nathan. This
There we
is a
go.
beauty. Here's
Let's go.
Nathan.
Let's go, baby.
Here's
Go,
Nathan.
Nathan. Go, Nathan.
There's Nathan. Made
Nice
the pass. Oh.
Good intention, trying to find
Ethan-
Mehdi there on the wing.
Yeah, he did. It was blocked, and Hawks tried to counter here.
Alejandro, clear position.
The ball goes is still in play. Oscar. Ethan. Blocked. Ethan, long ball, onside. Mehdi, hurry, Mehdi. Now I see the flag raised. Oh, it's a bit of a late call, I gotta tell you.
Yeah, it was. He looked onside to me initially with that pass.
Yes.
Making a run for it. Linesman calls it. It's going to be a free kick for
Hey, pick
the
up.
CB Hawks.
Papa,
Cherry Beach.
tell him to pick up.
And William has not been tested yet.
Behind you.
Mehdi. And it goes out of play. Asante ball.
The ball.
CB Gray haven't been able to formulate an attack, one that has been testing the back line or William per se. So let's see if they can find their footing here as this game progresses.
Ethan. Ethan. First ball.
So it'll be a free kick here for Asante.
Watch the outside.
And Papa all the way there. It's a pretty decent one.
Oh, it's a good one.
Right to the hands of the goalie. See, that's where the U13 goalies have a bit of a disadvantage. I mean, unless they're very tall, there's just, it depends where that ball goes. They just won't be able
Buddy, where are you
to
going?
get to it.
Working. Yeah.
Here's Ethan trying to break through, unable to do so. The right side is completely open. And that's a win, folks. It's getting windy here. Hopefully we do not deal with rain. And that's why we have started 10 minutes earlier than the scheduled time. We've played 20 minutes. 1-0 Asante. And the Cherry Beach players start to warm up. There'll probably be a substitution pretty soon. Proper throw. And he goes to Hawks.
They're going to make their first substitution here.
Number 3 is coming into the match.
Bobby!
Ethan, alert, dispossessed. Oscar.
Giancarlo, drop! Attack! Stop sitting in the middle!
Mehdi looking for Ethan. There's Alejandro again, breaking through. Good pass to Nathan.
Go, Nathan. Use that speed.
Nathan is giving gas. He's got 3 grays around him. He's going to have to take the shot. He does. Golazo. No.
Just missed.
Oh, man. I thought he was going to find the back of the net from this vantage.
I was looking for that moonshot that he usually takes, but he went low this time, fooling the goalie and just missing the net just by a hair.
He had 3 gray shirts around him and still managed to get the shot. And it was a good one. Alejandro. Ethan could not get to it. Hawks tried to get something going here. And there's Jermaine. Jermaine couldn't get it. And there's Javi with the tackle. And that halted the attack.
Good support by the back line there.
It was a good attack, let me tell you.
Good step.
Papa breaks free with
man on.
With Nathan. He's got, again, 2 players around him. He needs more support. They get past Nico. But Oscar, who is in different parts of the field, is all the way there to block that. And it's a throw in for the Hawks. So another substitution here for Cherry Beach.
Action starting to pick up here, a little slower than what we're used to.
I did see a little bit of lightning. I hope that this doesn't get called.
It might get called.
Headed there and kicked out by Giancarlo. Another substitution for the Hawks. Chris, what does the rule book say? Let's just say there's a pause in the game. Do they wait a little bit to see if it clears or it's canceled?
It gets canceled. I thought they said they would give 30 minutes, but after the first lightning strike, if there is one. But the way things are going right now, he may just call it. We'll see. He's going to play it by ear. He'll let them play a little bit more. But we'll see.
Coach Q won't be making substitutions. Oh, they play with with the goalie here. Alejandro.
Good challenge by Alejandro.
Good play there by Oscar to give it to
You
Ethan.
got the right wing, the right wing.
Ethan. Nathan is going to have to break through. He can't do it. It's kicked by the goalie. The rain will start any second. Oscar plays it back short with Papa. Papa stumbles on that one. Still keeps possession. Oscar helps him out. Giancarlo. The pass is a good one to Ethan. Here's Maddie. There's two players around him. Maddie still. The ball is out of play.
It's going to be a throw-in for Asante. It's a good play there. Good pass. Threading the needle. Giancarlo trying to find Ethan. Ended up finding our friend there, Mehdi. Good defensive challenge by the Cherry Beach Greyhawks.
That was an awkward play, but okay, it did go out. The rain's starting to come down here.
Yes.
And the Asante bench is warming up. They want to get some substitutions made, Coach Q, just to get the boys to get some minutes in. In the event that this game gets postponed, we'll see. Hopefully not. It's another throw-in for Asante.
You have any idea what the rule books states on that too? If the game is called on weather, it's potential to have a makeup game somewhere down the line, or is it just called as is?
We'll leave that for the managers to answer that one.
There we go.
Unsure, and I just saw a little bit of lightning.
Ride the lightning. Shout out to Metallica.
Oh, there's a player that takes a paw here.
Tough challenge there. CB Hawks
Coach wants to say yellow.
Caution.
Let's go.
Righteous will come in, and looks like Mehdi will come in as well. Omihab, rather. So Ethan will come off, and Mehdi.
Shout out to Simpsons Nation. There we go. Players up on his own power, though. That's good. That's a good sign.
Righteous had that injury in New York and rested a couple of days. He missed the U12 match.
Good to see him back.
Absolutely. Always a force. And this is the kind of game designed for him, where you can outmuscle a couple of players and take the shot.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Eric. That's why we pay you the big bucks here.
Monopoly bucks, that is.
The Monopoly bucks.
Mihab. Maybe too many touches. Coach Q is wondering, ¿a dónde vas?
Where you going?
Righteous getting his first touch. Righteous again.
Good possession of the ball. Foul.
Papa.
Free kick for Asante.
Watching it down.
Linesman calling for the ref. Seeing lightning.
We're going to take a pause and we'll see if this resumes in a little bit. So right now we're having a rain delay.
We'll wait a bit. All right, guys, we're going to go find some cover if you can. Asante up 1-0 so far. Rain delay. We'll see you hopefully.
It's done or no?
Yeah, ref.
All right, everybody. So it looks like that game's going to be called. It's going to be called on account due to rain. And that's it. So we're going to cut it early, guys. Eric, any final words? No. We'll see you at the next game, everybody. Eric?
Well, it looks like the game is going to come to an end, and the referee was filling us in on some of the rules. If the game has if it's been played, if 33% of the game has been played, the team who's leading will take the win. I mean, they should definitely play a makeup game, or at least the rest of. I'm not sure how that would work.
It doesn't look that way. The way that they were talking, they were like, that's it.
And every lightning hit is
30 minutes of rest time.
And they've counted, I think, 2. So we're looking at an hour. So that'll be it for today. We will be back, of course, on Saturday.
Doubleheader action.
And there is they've moved the U12 game to 12:30, so we'll be covering both.
That's it. All right, guys. So thanks everybody for joining us. Apologies for the shortened game. U13's Asante Elite versus Cherry Beach Hawks game called due to rain. 1-0 so far with Asante. Looks like they'll be taking the victory. We'll see you on Saturday for U11 games. Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Stay safe.